I have a lot of uni work to do right now. So naturally, instead of studying, I decided to make a video about dark academia. Technically, it's not about dark academia. We're actually gonna live it right now. Because I feel like the dark academia aesthetic is a motivation for a lot of people to study. We'll see if it's gonna work. So to figure out this aesthetic, obviously the first thing to do is go onto Pinterest. Because if Pinterest isn't a place to find a mood board for an aesthetic, then where else? Like, if not Pinterest, where else? So for me, when I looked it up, the first keywords that came up with dark academia were fashion, outfit, aesthetic. So that does say something about this genre and what it ends up becoming, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure dark academia came from books. Actually, I have the book here, let's be so honest. I'm pretty sure it came from this book. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this is like the dark academia book, which I have read, by the way. So it does say something that when you look up the word dark academia, the first things that come up aren't like books, Donna Tartt, The Secret History, or even like study or something, but rather fashion and outfits. So yeah, but I am in fact interested by the outfits. So even though I just criticize it, I'm gonna do the exact same thing and get an outfit for that. Because actually, dark academia outfits are pretty similar to what I personally like to wear in the wintry time. So this aesthetic is basically my day-to-day style, I guess. So let's actually change into something more dark academia fitting, I guess. Is that good? I don't know. No, I actually have another one. Let me try the other one. I think I like this one better, right? I don't know. So yeah, I feel like for clothes, at least from what I've seen on Pinterest, and by the way, I'm very surprised because my Pinterest mostly showed me women. My algorithm probably already knows that I'm female by like the things that I look up, maybe, I don't know. But it only showed me pictures of women, which surprised me because when you think about popular dark academia media, I guess, usually it's very male, very white male. So I was surprised to see that for me it was mostly women, but that's probably just my phone knowing everything about me already. But yeah, I think this fits. Like, it's just very much sweater vests all the time. So I guess we're in the dark academia aesthetic right now. Although I personally like to call this Gilbert Blythe core. It just makes me want to go, Diana, what letter? You know? Um, so I'm actually gonna go outside now, not to study. We're gonna do that later. But actually to buy groceries because I need them. And also my city is just very dark academia core. Like, it actually fits the aesthetic pretty well. So I have now put on my most dark academia-ish shoes because these ones, I just don't think they're gonna be doing it, you know? Hi. Currently, this is my lighting because it's 6 p.m. and for some reason it's really dark already. Like, it's not winter, it's October. It shouldn't be that dark yet. But yeah, this is gonna be my lighting for now. Hope it helps you see me better in the dark because I figured we're going for the dark academia vibe right now. So candles definitely a part of this genre. I also have a little scented candle here. I usually hate scented candles, but for some reason I like this one. And it's also red, so I felt like it fit the vibe. So we're also gonna put that here and hope that this really helps light me up. So if you can tell, I changed my clothes into something more comfortable because I wanted to film a lot earlier, but I just had so much stuff to do, so I couldn't do it. And now I just wanted to be comfortable at home. So we're not really in the dark academia state right now, but that's why I have the candles. If I can't look the academia part, I'm gonna wanna read the part, I guess. So next we're gonna be talking about books, because to get myself into the perfect dark academia vibe, I am currently reading If We Were Villains. And generally, this was like the universe, like everything was right. Because I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and I had it in my library. Like, I already had the book, but I was just reading some other books before, so I figured, like, I'm gonna keep it because you can keep it for, I think, 2 weeks or something. So I thought I'm gonna keep it because I'm probably gonna read it in like a week or like 4 or 5 days or something. So I kept it. And then yesterday, I wanted to read it and realized it was not in English. And obviously, I wanted to read it in English. So I had to put it back and look for the English version. And they actually didn't have the English version. But you can put like a little marker on it. Like, there's like a bell icon on it that you can put for a book if they don't have it. And so if enough people click on this bell icon, obviously the library can see that people want to read it, and so sometimes they then buy it. But I have had some of these books on there for like years and they haven't gotten there yet. So I was kind of sad because I was really excited to read this book in the next couple days. And then, like I said yesterday, finished my next book and I was so sad that I couldn't read this one. And when I was sitting in uni, I actually got the notification that they just got this book in English in the library. So you better know I put my lecture on hold. Like, I stopped listening for a second. No, you can multitask and listen while being on your phone. But yeah, I went on my phone and was like reloading it the whole time so that I could get it, because other people are gonna get this notification as well. So I could be like fifth in line, and I really, really, really wanted to read it because I literally just finished my last book yesterday and didn't know what else to read next because I wanted to read that one. So I was so lucky and got the book, and it was just so great. Like, genuinely, I felt like the universe was on my side for this. So yeah, now I'm just gonna finish the book because I think I'm at like 60-70%, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it. And I thought, let's do that together because I feel like we're getting into the thick of it right now. I don't think I'm gonna spoil anything, but like, I'm just very intrigued how this is gonna go. So if you don't know this book, in this book we follow 6-7 people, I think, like a group of students, and they go to an art school, and basically their I don't know what it is, but they are doing a lot of Shakespeare, they are doing theater. But technically the book starts 10 years later, where our main character is in prison, and I think he's getting out of it right now. Like, I think he's almost done with his sentence, and the detective, I think, from the case back then, basically, that put him into prison, comes to him and just tells him, bro, I'm retiring. I know it's been 10 years, but I still feel like you haven't told me everything. And I'm just like, nothing's gonna happen. I'm retired. I'm not working anymore. Please just tell me what the hell happened. And so basically that's what we're getting. We're getting this like 10-year before story told from our main character. And yeah, like I said, we're in a drama club, I'm guessing. We're doing Shakespeare, we're doing a couple plays. And somehow none of these people are like what they seem. And we also don't know why our main character is in prison. So yeah, that's basically the premise. And now let's finish this book together. I'm really intrigued, actually. Like, that's so obvious. Burn it! Like, just burn it. What is happening? Everything he does just makes him look so guilty. It's so bad. This is crazy. Okay, but this is so good. Okay, I finished the book. I'm gonna have to sit down more. Okay, I finished the book. And I don't even know what to say yet. I feel like I need to gather my thoughts a little bit more. I gotta say, the only other like actual dark academia book I've read so far is The Secret History. Like, I have read other books that I personally feel like kind of fit the dark academia genre, but they aren't specifically called that. So this one was like the first other one that is literally like on Goodreads or something. It has a dark academia hashtag or something. I don't know. I'm gonna compare it a little bit, you know? And especially like it's the same format, like 6 students or something. But I think I enjoyed this better than Secret History. Then again, it's been a long time since I read that. So maybe I should reread before I compare. Or I just shouldn't compare. You know, that also makes sense. But yeah, I have to say though, like I enjoyed the book overall, but I personally feel like for the first 70%, not that much happens. Like plot wise, like we get some stuff, like obviously something happens, but it just doesn't feel like a lot is happening. But for some reason, I personally still couldn't stop reading. Like I still kept going the whole time. But then for like the last 30%, so much was going on. Like the shit that was happening, I swear, I cannot. It was crazy. So yeah, I mean, to me personally, it was actually a little bit predictable. Like I expected what was gonna happen, but just still the way it was written was so beautiful and interesting and gripping that I just needed to keep going, even though I personally figured what was gonna happen like towards the end. I had a good time. I really liked this. I'm gonna keep reading more dark academia books right now because I also bought Babel. I don't know how to say it. And I want to read that because it's also like one of the most popular dark academia books. And also while we're on the topic of R.F. Kuang, Katabasis just came out. I also want to read that, but it's not in my library yet. And I don't know if I want to buy it, to be honest, because it's probably still very expensive. So yeah, we'll see. But now I'm probably gonna blow out this candle because I don't need the lighting anymore while reading. And I'm gonna eat something, and then I'm actually gonna watch Dead Poet Society because I figured, why not ruin my day? Why not do that again? Like, I have watched it. I could just like not watch it again. But just the whole like vibe and the whole dark academia thing, I just kind of really felt like rewatching it. So we're gonna do that now, and I'm gonna turn off the candle. So yeah. Thanks for coming with me on this reading vlog, I guess. I hope I didn't spoil anything because I do think the book was good. Like, if you like Dark Academia, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it, but I'm also pretty sure you probably already read it because it's like the Dark Academia book. So we'll see what we're gonna be doing next in this aesthetic, I guess. Bye!
You can either call me Mr. Keating, slightly more daring, Captain, my Captain.
So another big part of the dark academia aesthetic, I guess, the academia part. So I am very lucky that I live in a town that is perfectly fitted for this aesthetic, to be honest. So now we're gonna go study at my university's library, which is insane. Like genuinely, it's so gorgeous. You're gonna see in a minute. And I get so excited anytime I go there. So for me, basically, romanticizing the hell out of this library helps me study so much, genuinely. Like the way I spent every day there from morning to night last semester, just because it's so pretty and I really needed some motivation to study. So that's what we're gonna be doing today because I again need motivation and I can't find it at home. So those are our plans. I am again wearing a sweater that is like maybe fitting the aesthetic. I don't know. Wait, maybe I can make it fit a little better. Wait. So I actually have like a collar. Is that what you call it? Gonna try to put it on. Like it fits the vibe a little better now, right? Like it's pretty annoying though. So I'm actually not gonna wear it. But like just imagine that this is the aesthetic we're going for. Hi. Hi. I'm back with my candle again because again, it's 6 p.m. and for some reason fully dark already. But I just wanted to finish off this video. So I gotta say, I didn't study as much as I hoped, to be honest, which is fine. Like, it just shows even romanticizing your life and an aesthetic is not gonna help you every day, every time. Like, usually it works pretty well for me, but for some reason that day I just couldn't concentrate as much. I still ended up doing everything I had to do, but I feel like I could have done it better, to be honest. And I'm probably gonna revisit it and work it over again a little bit more. So that was my try of living a dark academia life. So yeah, I just want to finish it off saying that sometimes it helps to romanticize your life, in this case, in a dark academia way. And sometimes, again, like in this case, it did not help me as much, to be honest. And I also wanted to touch on, obviously, the critique dark academia has faced, I guess, so far, because I agree that it's usually very white and very like elitist, I guess. So it kind of makes it seem like classics and like overall literature can only be accessible to rich white people. After watching Dead Poets Society again, I really realized mostly men as well. And that whole narrative kind of annoys me that like literature can only be accessible to, like I said, richer people, I guess. Because it's true that books are pretty expensive, but I, for example, don't buy that many books. And when I buy them, a lot of the time I buy them secondhand, which means that usually they are a lot less expensive. And I have to say, I am a person that does not like a used looking book. Like, I know this is so stupid and I agree that it's stupid, but I need my books to look like they are brand new. And even though I buy a lot of used ones, like I said, usually they still look pretty good. Like, I've only had it like once or twice that they ended up being annotated, which is also like not a bad thing. Like I said, it's not a used thing. And I actually kind of enjoyed that because then you got to see how the person before me was experiencing the book. Although for the one I remember that was annotated, it just stopped like halfway through. So I think the person just got bored and didn't keep reading the book, and maybe that's why they sold it. I don't know. But I personally, I actually haven't finished the book either. I just realized, but not because it was bad, but it was. Do I have it here? It's because it was this book, and if you have read it, it's very traumatizing. And I was reading it on my way to uni, like every day on the train. And it got to the point where the scenes were really traumatic, and I was not able to handle that on the train in front of a lot of people. So I just stopped reading it, and for some reason, I haven't kept reading because it's really not a fun read. I will finish it at some point for sure. Like, it's a really, really good book, but I, mm, yeah. However, after this tangent, my point was you can buy used books, secondhand books, so usually a little less expensive books, and they can still look pretty good. And like, I don't know. What was my point? But on the same topic, another thing I wanted to talk about is I personally tend to read a lot of books. And so I can see how it could come across as overconsumption. But I get the most books from my library. I genuinely could not be able to read over 100 books a year otherwise because books are expensive. But my library card is actually only 15 euros a year. When I heard that, I was so shocked. Because basically I read probably at least like 70 books already this year from the library. Like, maybe more, probably like 80 books already I've read this year from the library for 15 euros, like overall for all of them basically. So my point is, oh my god. So my point is, I can see how this aesthetic can get criticized, but for me personally it just helps me to put on a cute outfit and go to a cozy place to study and like romanticize it, having the dark academia theme, aesthetic, whatever, I guess, in mind. I feel like I'm basically using it as a vision board because I personally have the belief that what you surround yourself with, you end up doing, I guess. And so when I look at all these pictures of seeing beautiful libraries and people studying there, it tends to motivate me to do the same. And in that case, I'm not trying to undermine the themes that dark academia books usually tend to critique. And I personally usually enjoy these type of books. Like I said, I have read um, The Secret History. I enjoyed it quite a lot, even though a lot of people say it's kind of chunky, I think. Like, not that it's that big, but that it just didn't need to be. And I personally had a good time. I feel like I should reread it though, because who knows if I would still agree. But I had a good time and I'm gonna read more. I don't know if I said it yet, but I also have Babel, and that's probably gonna be my next dark academia themed read, I think. So I really enjoyed reading these books, but I also enjoy romanticizing my life and using this aesthetic for it. But yeah, I think I've talked enough now. I feel like my candle is it's actually looking pretty good considering I read like 2 hours yesterday. I was so confused why it wasn't more burned down. Anyways, still I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching and have a good day. I usually say day, I just realized it's completely night. Have a good night, day, evening. Just like have a good life, I guess. Bye.